Where is he? Vern, are you there? Oh, here I am. Good morning. Good morning. I haven't had my second or third coffee yet, so we're working on it. So this morning we're working on the topic, we're going broke. We're going broke. We're going broke, guys. Could you imagine being in a governing body meeting today? I wouldn't want to be there. We're going broke. We have lawyers for CSA cover-ups. We have all these lawyer bills. Lawyers for real estate. We're going broke. Splain says, money, 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 wills, estates, piggy banks. I don't know. We're making a cartoon out of it. This is not a cartoon, though. This is really happening. In the U.S., the hourly fee for attorneys could range from as low as $50 to $100 an hour to as high as several $1,000s per hour for specialized legal work performed by a top professional. And this is according to some report. So anyways, the average attorney hourly rate was $313 in an hour in 2022. You know, this is an average kind of a thing. You're going in, that's what you can expect. Now, what about for the Watchtower? Well, the Watchtower, and I'm going to pull this up on the screen for you guys. The Watchtower has secured this attorney, Matt Haverstick. He's confirmed recently that his law firm is representing Jehovah's Witnesses congregation around Pennsylvania on unspecified matters that are very active right now. So we all know what's going on in Pennsylvania, USA. There's a lot. The district attorney, Michelle Henry, she's working them over. She's getting all her ducks in a row. So, because Jehovah's Witnesses lawyer, Brumley, messed up in the Montana court, he deceived the court too much. So the victim said, that's enough of this, we're going to sue you. So they sued him and they were won $150,000, $54,000. He was fined. He doesn't look good. Lying, deceiving the courts. This is what's been going on, folks, with all the CSA cover-ups, their litigation after litigation, postponing things. My last video was on the care in New Zealand, the abuse and care in New Zealand. Well, they fought for 3 years, and finally they went to the Supreme Court and got denied. So it's not working anymore, but it's costing them millions. Now, this Matt Haverstick, he was the Catholic diocese lawyer. And he's one of the top lawyers, and he was fighting for the Catholic Church. Now, we go a little further and we look at Matt Haverstick. Let's just get him up on a different screen here. This is USA Guide for Lawyers. Now, this is the litigation, white-collar crime and government investigation. Matt Haverstick, here he is. It gives a picture of him right up there. And you can check all these lawyers out online and get their rating. And he's plus 10-year ranked, ranked in one practice areas. So he's got a ranking here. Looks like a number 2, number 1. Ranked in number 1 practice areas. So about him, Matt Haverstick represents government officials, public and private entities, and individuals in high profile media-intensive litigation and appeals, ranging from white-collar criminal investigations to Pennsylvania Supreme Court arguments over state laws, etc. So this is the type of lawyer that they've hired. This lawyer's not cheap. This lawyer is in the thousands per hour. So you imagine you secure this guy, he's working on Watchtower cases all over Pennsylvania. The thousands per hour, where does this money come from? And what is this doing to the organization? That always likes to come on. So this is costing the organization thousands and thousands of dollars. So what's happening? Well, Let's go to another screen here. And this one, announcements and reminders, April 2023. This is announcements. These are letters that get sent to the congregation every month. There's letters. So this one in particular in April, this is just last April, item number 10 was they were looking for experienced licensed attorneys and tax professionals. So this was an announcement for spiritually qualified licensed attorneys to help accomplish the work at Bethel. So this is all for the work at Bethel. And they said there's a particular need for those who have experience in immigration, litigation. Now litigation, that's very high-end lawyer type work, corporate matters, data protection, real estate transaction, or tax law. And additionally, personal income tax return preparers. Of course, they need that in Bethel for all the people in Bethel. So they said if you know exemplary publishers who have these skills, so you no longer have to be like a pioneer or an elder, just publishers. And did you know you can be a publisher before you're baptized? We're going to show you a video. I think I did show you a video just in the last couple of videos. But in the little Caleb and Sophie video, he wanted to be a publisher. He's just a little kid cartoon. But yes, you can be a publisher. And that's the very first thing you try to get your Bible student doing is out publishing, out in the door-to-door work. It's really salespeople. And we can see that this is a business, folks. This is a business looking within for experienced and licensed attorneys. Now, it didn't end there. We looked here at the October 2023 announcements just recently here. And this hit number 1 on the slate. Number 1, right out the bat, experienced professionals needed at Bethel, mature, qualified, to assist with, they call it the work at Bethel. There is particular need for those who have experience in accounting, asylum, corporate data protection, immigration, litigation, real estate, tax matters. We're hoping to locate several experienced brothers and sisters who have exceptional analytical research and writing abilities. You see, they could work on all these cases analytically. So that's what they're doing. They're working on litigation to let pedophiles go and to postpone courts and hide and cover up records. This is what this is all about. If there's any publishers who may meet these, please encourage them to submit. And they even go down to talk, they say use discretion in approaching publishers regarding this. And we're not encouraging people to take higher education, they say, or a university degree to obtain these skills. So they talk about that. They're sticking to their guns on that one. And then they come down here for the secretaries, and they're showing the secretaries, yes, we need these experienced specialists, and here's, if you have a candidate, fill out this form. It's like a resume. They want to get all the info on the person. So that's what's happening. That's how they're going to mitigate the costs. They're going to go within, and this is a recruitment within the whole organization of 8.5 million people. And twice within a few months here, they're pushing and looking for soldiers, for litigators, lawyers, and this is what's happening right now in the organization. Okay, so the next screen we're going to go to is jw.org, and we'll pull that up a little bigger here. Now, if you go onto their site today, it changes daily or every couple of days. Today they're saying, who will save the civilians? Yesterday they were talking about will Armageddon begin in Israel? What does the Bible say? And they go in and they're kind of monopolizing right now on this war. They don't say much in this will Armageddon begin in Israel. They kind of leave that all open. And then on this one here, if you go into this one, they talk quite a bit about what's happening. What does the Bible say? And they really focus on the war things, and you're going to hear reports of war. And they bring into this Russia, the Ukraine, reason for hope, Jesus, so on and so forth. Typical stuff. But when we look at the website, a lot of times we come down here. and you see what's new. And these are areas that we can see what's going on. The Philippines here is the only place that they have growth. We look at the updates. Now I want to come over here. They have a brand new video here on thank you for setting something aside. We're going to go into that one and pull that up on the screen here. Now this video is designed for giving, to help people donate.
Are you amazed when you see the work Jehovah is accomplishing through the earthly part of his organization? Each year, more individuals are being reached with the good news. We're blessed with a variety of new spiritual food. Worldwide construction work is ongoing.
So
relief
they're going
aid
to talk
is provided
about all
to victims of disaster.
All the wonderful stuff that they're doing. We're going to go through it, the disaster work, and then this guy.
Deep appreciation for the gifts you give of your time, energy, and resources to assist with this work.
Resources.
You may wonder, how do we make sure that we have the financial means needed to care for all of this activity? Following the principle at Luke 14:28, each year, branch offices of Jehovah's Witnesses calculate the expense of the projects needed and prepare a budget to ensure funds will be available. Your kind donations play a significant role in this budgeting process.
So they're going to talk about scheduling money, and they want their budgeting. Now, they talk about running the Bethel, running the organization. That you get a room full of litigators. How much do you think that would cost? And they have rooms and rooms and rooms full of litigators, lawyers, real estate lawyers. It's just, and you start getting these outside lawyers like the Catholic lawyers, that Matt Haverstick at several thousand an hour. You're going to start running the bills up. How do you get that money out of the people? And how do you make the people believe it's for the work of the kingdom? How do you do that?
Branch offices of Jehovah's Witnesses, Cal 16:2.
So they're going to give this example. On the first day of every week, each one of you should set something aside according to his own means. So they want stuff out of you weekly. You know, we used to donate monthly, and they're going to talk about scheduling money, and you know, they give some examples, and then they go back. We used to do this in the Watchtower. We used to do a pledge. So then they talk about the pledge. And so they could know in advance how they're going to get money, how much money they could get out of the people in advance. And we used to do pledges.
JW.org. There are various donation methods available.
So they talk about the methods, but pledging, they go on to talk about that a lot. And we skip forward here, but the pledging, we used to do that when we were at the congregation, pledge for something or other, let's say where we're building. That was the days that locally we had to build assembly halls and kingdom halls. You see, we all built these buildings, and then the Watchtower took over the titles, and now they're selling out buildings all over the place and bringing other congregations together. They're selling buildings in prime real estate areas, making lots of money, buy a plot of land, and then get the rank and file in to donate their labor for free and build a new little kingdom hall. And they're decreasing in numbers anyways. We're going to run another video on that in the future here quite quickly, showing the rapid decrease in the organization. But here's how they're trying to get more money out of the people. Listen in. They're really going after the donations, and they're going to go after something even more.
Available to contribute what one has set aside. Recurring donations help to provide an indication of funds that are available. There's also an arrangement where one can set up a legally executed will to stipulate what they wish to give to the organization, and this helps the organization plan better for them.
So now they want your wills, and you notice that long paperwork contract there? That's what it is. Let's go back there. So let's say you want to donate your estate or your will to them, and that's what they're shooting for. Because the end's coming. Jehovah owns it all anyways, is what they're saying. So why not leave it all to Jehovah? And you see this, folks, this is how they're going to get everything out of the people, especially the ones that really believe in them. that really believe in the idol worship or follow these guys. And they don't realize that their money is not going for Jesus' kingdom work. This money is paying litigators, real estate professionals, so they can take over land and transfer titles out of the country. And Russia's one of the one countries that said no more. These kingdom halls were built here. You cannot transfer the titles out of the country. But let's carry on and see how they're getting this.
What they wish to give to the organization, and this helps the organization plan better for the future. They can cancel or change the arrangement according to their circumstances, but it gives them an opportunity to experience Jehovah's joy in giving.
When I participated in the disaster relief work, I was really moved to see with my own eyes how the donations were actually being used. Because I wanted to express my appreciation for these activities, I set up an online
donating. They're really making it easy to get the money out of the people. Once you set the online up, it's sucking the money out of your account each month. Let's say you had a rough month. Well, you'd have to go in and cancel that online thing, and you know how that is. It's hard to cancel things once you get it going. But they go on to try to give scriptural reasons for all of this. We're not going to watch the whole video. But this is, I just wanted to show you guys
that Jehovah continues to bless your practice.
This is what's going on and this in the organization, and this is how they're trying to get money out of the people, out of the rank and file, to pay for all of their legal fees. So that's what's new this month. We need more donations. It's easy. We can get your estates, your wills. So the question I have when I look at all of this is, what did Jesus do? Well, Jesus didn't do any of this. In fact, it's terrible when we look at what's going on. I want to show you another screen I missed. But Caleb and Sophie, their donations. This is crazy. They're going right after the little children's piggy banks. Not only do they want the estates, but this is just a little minute video. And this is how they're training the kids. So they'll all train their children this way.
Everything in our power to provide the needed relief aid to our dear brothers in these affected areas. We love you very much, and thank you for tuning in for this update.
I wish we could help. Me too. Oh, I have an idea.
What is it, sweetie?
Can I give this to our brothers affected by the hurricane?
Of course you can. We'll put it in the contribution box on Sunday.
My piggy bank was empty. I guess I can't help.
There are many things you can do to help. First, you can save some money for next time. Second, you can think about them and pray for them. You know, Jesus felt the same way when he was here on earth. Do you remember what he said when he helped the leper?
I want to!
Yes, he did what he could to help others. Just like you. That makes us very proud of you.
And they have, that was one video with the little boy there, Caleb. And you see how they're teaching, even from the kids, they want them to empty their last coin out of their piggy bank. Now here's another one. We go to the second video here, and it's this little girl, Sophie. And let's see what her video is about. So this is the lesson, be generous, and they're teaching the kids, take your ice cream money, and we need that. We need it to pay for the lawyers. So that's what's going on right now. We could look further. What I like to do is look at what Jesus would have done. Well, this is right from their website, jw.org. Jesus cleanses the temple. Why did he clean the temple? Well, he came and cleaned the temple because they were using it not for God's work. So Bethel, we learned today that Bethel is recruiting lawyers, tax lawyers, litigators, accountants, all these professionals to deal with all their transactions, have taken over all the property all over the world, and then selling kingdom halls all over the world, and then getting rank and file to build brand new ones and cheaper properties. This all takes a lot of accounting work, a lot of legal work. But the most expensive part of the whole process that JW.org is facing is fighting the CSA legal cases all over the world. And Jesus, well, he came in and turned over the tables in the temple. What did Jesus do? He fed thousands. So JW.org, they think they feed people with spiritual food, but they're a business. They print magazines, they print watchtowers, and now they're printing all these new books. And videos. They're putting a lot of money into the videos. We've seen a couple, how they're training you to sign over your wills, your estates. They're training the kids to turn over their ice cream money, empty the last coin out of their piggy banks, and give it all to jw.org. But what did Jesus do? Jesus didn't do that. He turned over the money tables. He wanted nothing to do. In fact, he felt that it was all corrupt, the religions of his day. So it sets an example for our day. He fed the people physically. He did not go and print literature. Now, back in Jesus' day, that was a time that it was very literate, and there was a lot of writings, and Jesus was obviously skilled in writing and reading. He was a rabbi. He was 12 years old in the temple, reading all those scrolls and arguing with the Pharisees about it. And then by the time he was 30, he went into the temple and cleansed the temple twice. And this account of cleansing the temple is in all four Gospels. The historians agree with this. This is what happened. He turned over the money tables of the religion of his day. And he fed the people physically. He didn't print literature. And he helped the people. That's what Jesus did. He talked to them on the Mount Olives. He didn't print watchtowers. He didn't make movie studios. He didn't do any of those things. And he especially did not cover up CSA, and he especially did not canvass for money, for the children's money, for the piggy bank and ice cream money to pay these thousands and thousands of dollars an hour that they have to pay for litigation. So on the Mount of Olives, that's where we can read about Jesus. Now, I was looking at their stories. It's weak. And we will take a video and we will read the whole account of Matthew here, probably coming up on a Sunday or something. So I wanted to show this. Jesus cleansed the temple again here. I'm going to pull this up. And these are some other pictures out of Wikipedia. And this is historically accurate, true in all four Gospels. We see this, and this was part of the Roman temple there. So these are some other pictures that we can see besides the JW ones. And Jesus was not happy with organized religion of his day, and the historians attest to that. He exposed how they were using these temples or these Bethels as houses of merchandise, making money off people. And that's what we've seen, folks. The Watchtower is doing the same thing. It's just making money off people. It's a business, and it's going to ask for more money from its members in subtle ways. Why? Because they're going broke. They're spending too much money on litigation. So anyways, that's how I see it, and I hope it helped you to see a few things differently. But until next time, keep living your life with love. And then we'll be Christ-like. We won't be in this situation where these 9 men are right now, facing being broke. Okay, folks, well, that's the end of the program for today, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now. Oh, hello! My name is Vern. Join the channel. We cover JW World News, and we give you the rest of the story. Today, we're going to the Watchtower, and we have lives on Tuesday nights and Saturdays, and an excellent community. So join the channel and watch as we crash into the Watchtower. Here it is, I see it coming. Woo! Join us as we report in on the Watchtower.